Hey everyone, and welcome to another installment of Tom's World. Today we are back in Bensalem, but this time we're going down to the river access, a place I haven't been to in my videos since July of 22, I think. So we're going to go down there, we're going to take a walk around, see what's changed, and we're going to go check it out. So the first thing that I noticed that changed is this little floating dock here, but that could have just washed up. I know that we get them over in Neshaminy. But the second thing I noticed is these little concrete barriers and a little sidewalk here. This was not here the last time I was here. I guess the concrete barriers were there to stop people from using this, because people were still using this for a little while, even as it got really dilapidated. And it seems they got rid of a lot of the concrete you see here with like the ripples in it, because it did go into the water, but not anymore. Pretty calm day out today, so I picked a good day. It's actually kind of nice out right now. Way down there is Neshaminy. I think I said that in the last video. I'm probably going to repeat a few things in this video, more than likely. So the fence is still up and the gate is still open. Again, it seems kind of pointless. I mean, I guess maybe when they're having events in here at this place, when it's covered up, they probably close that and lock it so people can't just walk into whatever party's going on. But there's more split rail fence now. That actually looks kind of nice. And there's Pen Ryn. A lot of history involved with this one. I'm a little dried out again still. But there's a lot of history involved with this mansion. And you can look it up. Pen space Ryn Mansion. Been around here a long time. It actually just was there abandoned for quite a while, I think in the 80s and early 90s. Oh, I also missed the steps. Let me go back and look at them. Well, the steps have looked better. That's for sure. You can see some of them in the water there. And these steps have been here a long time as well. But it would seem that they really did clear out a lot here since the last time I was here. A lot of this field is more open now. But that one dead tree that I saw going over the wall there, it's still there. But it looks really nice here. See, no hunting, shooting, discharge of firearms or bows and arrows. But still, I wear my bright fluorescent yellow hoodie, just in case. Oh, well, the whole tree isn't there anymore, actually. Just the root system. And when I was here before, you could see the whole tree going out into the river. You can see the stump on there. It's a pretty big tree. Speaking of trees that came down, we actually had a tree taken down over at Neshaminy in the garden. So it was a tree that was coming up out of the corner of the chessboard. And it had to come down before it came down on its own. Sad, but we must continue with progress. Wow, there are a lot of chopped up trees here. A lot more than I've ever seen. And it's not just that they're broken. I mean, you can see the flat edges, they've been cut. Not sure how long this wall has been here, but little by little it falls apart. Wow. All right, gotta watch where I step. There we go. This used to be my spot right here. Well, one of a few I had in these woods. And the reason for it is because it's nice. I'll show you, turn around here and show you what it looks like. So you have like a beach, and there's always like down limbs and stuff like that to sit on. And I don't know, I just think it's peaceful, quiet, good place to sit and think. Something else that I had mentioned in my last video is that this area right here, well, this was the beginning of my channel. At the time, I was coming in here, and I had been for years. Early morning, my coffee, I would walk around and take pictures of things that caught my eye, obscure kind of pictures and stuff like that. And you know, it was fun, and I got a lot of comments from people on my friends list and stuff. I'd post it to my Facebook. A couple times I took some videos. Somebody had mentioned, you know, you should make YouTube videos of that. I said, nah, who would watch that? It's just me walking around in the woods. I don't think that's the path I normally would go down. Maybe it is. Maybe not. Everything looks so different. I mean, it's been a while. Yeah, I don't think it's here. No, I think it's a little further down. And it used to be this big sandy area where it was like more sand than anything else. And slowly but surely the vegetation took over. Big change in what the area looks like, though. I kind of watched a little bit of the last video I did here back in July of 22. And well, it's a lot less green for starters, but it is February 26th to be exact, the day when all the seasonal workers over at the park come back. And I'm off today, so I might still stop by and say hi. Yeah, this is the path I usually come down. Yeah, and all this back here was sand. I mean, it still is. It's just underneath a lot of leaves and vegetation. And then this is the area where there would randomly be fires, like remnants of fires. Right now, it's just a groundhog hole. That's pretty much the exact spot where the fires used to go. All right, let's get back out to the river. It's weird to think, I don't think I have come back here to even just walk around since that video. That's probably one of the longer hiatuses I've had from just walking around down here. A lot of litter. I mean, there always was, but it seems like a lot more now than normal. See a lot of downed trees in there, which that's no big surprise. I mean, we've had quite a few come down in Neshaminy in just the last year or so. But no worries, we're planting more all the time. I know people have expressed concern about that, about the amount of trees that we take down, because they need to come down. Either they're going to come down on their own, or they're just, you know, trash trees that are attracting the lantern flies and stuff. So we are doing our best. Wow, this is all cleared out too. This was a lot of brush in here at one point. Somebody had a fire here. Get a lot of fissures here. Always have. It's just so weird to see this cleared out. But like the path all the way up to here was like full of litter. And there's still some around here, but a lot of broken glass too. So if you come back here, be very careful. And there we have it. Walked into my first spider web of the season. It's gonna happen a lot more. Always does. These are like new little trees here. And there's a path that goes that way, and it goes straight out towards State Road. And some of the paths go right back to the Pen Ryn parking lot. I guess I'm not getting that on the beach. You can see part of it there, but it usually comes all the way down to here. But I guess it is a higher tide, because you can see the water meets the wall. And in the low tide, you know, you could walk along here for a good ways. I mean, there's some parts that the water does come up to the wall all the time, but most of it no. And I believe you could just about make out through the trees way in the distance there. I think that's part of the Biddle estate, like the Andalusia house and stuff. I think I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I probably could walk along in here and come out on that beach down there, but there's not much purpose to it. Used to be, years ago, that like on that beach up against the wall on the right side, somebody made a bench out of just random pieces of trees and wood that were around. And it was pretty cool. I have a picture of it somewhere, and every time I try to go find it, I can't. But then soon after I find it, I go, oh, there it is. So I don't know. If I can find it, I'll stick that in here. And maybe I'll stick in some other random shots that I've taken here. Well, years ago, actually. It's been a long time since I just came down here and took pictures. So just like a few random shots there. And navigate my way underneath that branch. Now we're heading back towards the way we came. You can see that the water does come up to here, just with this line of sticks and twigs and stuff. Comes up over the wall at times, not often. Another thing I used to do when I would come down here back in the days of taking pictures and stuff is I would always seem to find a walking stick that was perfect for that day. And in the beginning, I used to just discard them on the way out, or lean them up against a tree for somebody else to have. Then after a while, I started taking them home, because I'd find one that was like really, really cool. And my plan was to fix them up, put lacquer on them, stuff like that, shellac, whatever. And maybe try to sell them for cheap. But I never did that. And I only finished like 3 sticks of all the ones that I had. And since that time, the ones that weren't finished became firewood. But if I ever want to do that again, there's plenty here. Plenty in every wooded area. I think the last time I was here, I found a set of stairs. It was just like 2 or 3 stairs, wooden stairs. Well, here's more. It's a little coincidental. The tide is coming in quick, because I just walked through here. And I wouldn't have done it if it was that high. And it's literally only been not even 10 minutes. So that, the water level's rising pretty quick. So I'll go up around this way. Now this thing that's out in the water there, I believe in one of the videos I did here, I asked if anybody knew what that was for. And I believe I remember somebody said had something to do with the navigation for the passing boats and ships. Maybe something to do with depth, something like that. See, now when we're down at Neshaminy, it's like the river bends and Neshaminy sticks out further than this. So you're actually able to see Center City a little better than you can from here. Here you can only see the tops of a few buildings. Down there you can see almost all of it. Almost. Yeah, this wall's been eroding for a long time. It doesn't seem like it's gotten much worse since the last time I was here. But still, I mean, I guess it's better than the wall falling over. At least it still kind of stands or whatever. Some history remains. And speaking of history, well, my history, the history of This Is Tom's World. This tree here always stood out to me on my way in and out of the woods. Just because of the shape and the fact that it's hollow on the right side, but yet, I don't know if it still is, but for a while, it was still alive. I don't see any branches coming off of it anymore, but it used to bloom. It doesn't really look like it's going to anymore. Kind of sad. Wonder if that branch that's out there in the water, I wonder if that's part of that tree that I saw that had fallen down. I mean, it could be from any tree anywhere around here, but I mean, it was a decent size tree that if it were underwater and, you know, that would be sticking up, it wouldn't move anywhere. And there's Jersey. Been coming down to this river access for a long time. My dad and his friends used to come down here, barbecue, play horseshoes, have some beers, even though you're not supposed to. And they would get called out on it quite often. And if you look down there, just about the center of the screen, you'll see like a ramp that goes up as it goes inland. Not sure what that's from. Whatever the company was, obviously is long gone because that thing has been rusting away for a long time. So if anybody knows what the company was, please feel free to put that in the comments. I'd be curious to know. I could find out, but it's more fun to have you guys look it up and tell me. I love that. I love when people participate in the history. Then we all learn something. Or maybe somebody just already knows. Seem the walls eroding in more than just at one spot. There are some parts down there where it's actually fallen down, but been that way for a long time. And a lot of this over here, this wasn't like this, not this bad anyway. it's just still strange to see this. You know, for a while this was like nothing. It was like the woods over there continued for a little bit. And the split rail fence, it really does, it adds to it. It sections it off. And I think that was a good call on their part. Now, normally I don't like split rail fence, but that's just from working over at Benjamin Rush State Park and having to fix them constantly. But soon, a lot of the split rail fence over there is going to be gone and replaced with the kind of fence that you see coming in to the park. And well, I guess we got the answer as to when they do close it, and I was right. It temporarily closes during an event. But yeah, there used to be more picnic tables and at least a couple more barbecues here. Maybe 3. But there's still 1 left. One barbecue, 1 metal-legged picnic table, and a trash can. And notice, there is no trash around the trash can. Well, there's hardly any trash in the trash can, so it's just recently changed, but that's the way it should be. When you see a trash can, use it. Don't throw your stuff all over the place. But yeah, it is definitely a trip coming down here. It makes me realize how long it's been, because I used to think of this place as my place, as I'm sure a lot of people did and still do. But as we all know, my place now. My favorite park in the whole state, Neshaminy State Park. Well, let me say thank you for coming on yet another adventure. I know it's a repeat adventure, but it's been some time, and I was curious to see how this place has changed, and I wanted to bring you guys along with me. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you do, make sure you hit that like button. Also, if this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll be sure to be notified whenever I upload videos or do lives, which I do often. In fact, I may be doing one tonight. So you'll see the live before you see this video. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you check out my merch shop also. Link will be in the description. And get yourself some Tom's World gear. So now I'm going to get out of here. I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, and take care.